like $1 million.
Yep, time to get some sun.
This is what lazy people do.
Well, we made it through customs successfully. We didn't get detained.
I think we look okay for 48 hours of travel.
Yep, just going to pick up our bags right there. See you on the other side. We got our bags. We're in one piece.
I think we're ready to eat. All right, let's get out of here. We're gonna go check in. Super hungry. Haven't really been nourished, so hopefully get something good to eat. Welcome to episode 2. Kaylin and I just crossed that bridge right there. We're downtown Porto and we're just walking one of the most famous bridges in the city. So this episode is going to touch on how you can make it possible to get from wherever you live, whatever you're doing in your path of life, to get out here and to look at a year's travel. Step 1, make a decision. Say yes to the trip of a lifetime. You'll be really afraid, but fear is good. Fear also makes us vulnerable. It makes us feel alive. And if you're anything like Kaylin and I, you'll want to make sure that you've properly budgeted, properly planned, so that you can feel a little bit more at ease with this really scary but exciting decision. Step 2, make a budget. And if you're one of those people that hate making budgets, don't worry about it, because this resource is for you, and it's all tailored to customize, and it will do all the math for you, so it'll be great. But creating this budget was really important to Kaylin and I because we really wanted to make sure that the trip was feasible and that we saved up enough money in order to live a year on the road comfortably. And all of the formulas are conveniently pre-calculated, so I really encourage you to enter your current income and your current expenses to see how long you'd have to save up in order to travel the world for a year. I hope you guys find this resource inspirational and, most importantly, feasible for you to get out there on the road. Step 3, make a task list. You're 110% going to feel super overwhelmed, and that's very natural. And so this document divides the tasks by who's in charge of getting that task done, what the status is, what the next action and summary is, and some notes and questions. So definitely plug in your own situations, but you might find that you have some crossover with some of the tasks that we had to embark on, as well as which you'll have to. Step 4, become a minimalist, which leads me to the next resource for you guys, how to pack for 1 year. I'd recommend watching the Netflix documentary The Minimalist and literally become one. You're packing up all of your stuff for an entire year anyways, so why do you need it all? So this resource is pretty great for packing. I've divided it between women and men. And broken it down into apparel, toiletries, makeup, jewelry, medicine, vlog equipment, and miscellaneous items. And I've done the same thing for men, minus the makeup and whatnot. But to be completely honest, even this minimalist list was overkill. For instance, we definitely didn't need the hiking poles. Granted, we're still in Europe, we might need them in South America, but this is something you can buy on the road. So things like hiking poles and binoculars, I think you could leave at home. But so far, all of the apparel, the toiletries, the makeup, the jewelry have been super helpful. And then medicine, of course, because I'm always such a situation, and it's nice to have stuff just at an arm's length. Step 5, get thrifty, frugal, and smart. Stop spending money. Instead of date nights out, rotate dinner parties amongst friends. Also, put your minimalism to the test. Start selling your crap. Craigslist started to get super exhausting. I found that the majority of people on Craigslist were inconsistent, they were unreliable, sketchy, and most of all, they were cheap. So I was really happy when a friend of mine suggested this Facebook group called Vancouver Bidding Wars. It's more like-minded people, they're a bit more relatable, and most of all, they're not flaky. So there's a bunch of different rules and criteria when you post something, but essentially I found this as the best buy and sell type of platform, and we ended up selling a lot of our junk that we didn't use. Actually, $1,500 to be precise. So if you're looking to purge and, kind of embark on that minimalism venture, I would suggest getting onto Vancouver Bidding Wars on Facebook and start to sell your stuff. Get smart by booking alternative ways to earn a living while traveling. Instead of paying for all of our accommodations, we heard about this Workaway website from one of our friends. It's an incredible site where hosts, people who need work, and workawayers, people who need room and board, exchange trade. It's super easy to create an account, and it costs under $100 Canadian for 1 year. It's a good return on investment for sure. This way, people that aren't serious about working away are weeded out. So I'm going to run you through Kale and I's profile. Of course, it's a couples account. And we entered all of the different countries we're traveling to, our travel dates, and then we wrote up a description about ourselves, added some of our social accounts, outlined all the types of help we're willing to do, although as we started to look for hosts, we definitely weeded this down to things we're actually passionate about, like business development, videography, photography, social media, any other skills that we had, languages we spoke, our age, our nationality, and then some additional information about ourselves. And then we added pictures that we felt were indicative of ourselves. Of course, I'm bratty sometimes. Lots of our outdoor activities, fitness, and us. To recap, 5 steps to travel the world for 1 year.
Make the decision. Say yes. Make a budget. Make a checklist.
Become a minimalist.
Get thrifty.
We really hope that these resources are both useful to you and inspire you to take the plunge. You can download the 3 resources in the comments section below. Catch us on social media, Instagram and Twitter. Most importantly, subscribe to our channel here because we want to keep throwing travel tips your way. Last but not least, get fired up for episode 3 as it's going to be all destination shots of Portugal and travel tips. Thank you so much for tuning in, and ciao for now.